I just got a text message tonight that said, "Can you guess who this is? This is my new phone number on my work line." Sure, let me just go through the 10, 20, 30,000 people I've talked to in the last 2 or 3 years and pick a name or a person out of my hat based on a phone number that pops up on my screen. Come on now. But when you just randomly text me from a phone number saying, "Do you know who this is?" Sure, yeah, you must be my pet. Come on. That's silliness. Don't play games with me on my booking line. I mean, look at it this way. I get 15 inquiries a day, roughly, between my texts and my phone calls. That's a minimum a day. So times that by 30 days a month, that's about what, 450? Times that by like 12, what is that? Like 5,400? Exactly. And then that's just inquiries, and that's usually just on my phone, right? Then I have inquiries through Snap, through WhatsApp, through my emails, through my social media platforms. And then I do about, 5 sessions a day roughly, times 30 days a month. So that's about 150 sessions. So, do the math on that. What is that, about, 1,800 or something sessions a year? So, plus the 5,400 now of inquiries. So what are we at here? Like, we're at like 7,200 or something? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to remember you. I'm going to know who this is because a number popped up on my screen. This must be Bob, John, Dick, Tom. Come on now. I'm not on Jeopardy. This is my booking line. Thank you. Not to be rude or anything, but when people, contact me sometimes 2 months after they've done a session with me and they say, "Can we just continue from the last time that we did a session?" I'm sorry, but it's not just my age, which does also play a factor, the fact that I'm almost 50. So my memory isn't that great anymore, but I don't remember our last session. There's very few people that I can remember just because, and that's because they've made an impact. Like, for example, my pet Richard, who's always sending me gifts. He's always sending me gifts, like once a week sometimes he sends me a gift from my Amazon wish list. Of course I know who Richard is. And I had another one too, who I'll just call him John. And he literally did a session with me every second day. He did a text session with me every second day. Of course I know who John is. Here's another fact. Did you know how you can tell if you've been blocked by somebody? You can tell because when you text them, did you know that they won't get your text? But it doesn't tell that person anything about the fact that you're trying to text them. So it basically goes like this. They're texting you, waiting for you to reply, not realizing that they've blocked you. So you're texting back and they're not replying. And then they send another text that sounds like, why are they asking the same question when I just responded to them? Which is when I go and I phone their phone number. Because I figured this out now, that a lot of my clients, after they do a session with me, they block me. And they do that because they're concerned that I'm going to call them back or something, solicit to them. So let me inform you of the fact that my phone line is incoming phone call only. I do not do outgoing calls unless it's for a booked session. In other words, I do not solicit myself to anybody I've done a session with or anybody at all for that matter. So unless you have a booked session with me, in which case, if it's like a phone session you booked, then yes, I'm going to call you at the time that we've agreed upon that our session will start at. If it's a video call, I'm going to call you on Snapchat at the agreed upon time. But just because we did a session does not mean that I'm going to be contacting you in any way, shape, or form at all after our session ends. In fact, you are the only one who will be contacting me. So when you text me and I'm responding to you and then you're not seemingly getting my messages, I'm going to try to phone your number. And if it immediately goes to voicemail, I know I'm blocked. In which case now I have to go to my personal phone, right? And I have to text you from my personal phone and say, hey, or from a friend's phone and say, hey, it's Mr. Suzanne. I think you have me blocked because I've been responding to your texts and it doesn't seem like you're getting them. And then suddenly they're like, oh, hey, sorry, I did have you blocked. Are you getting this text now? Well, I was getting your texts. You weren't getting mine. So before you contact me a second time, please make sure that I'm not blocked in your phone. Otherwise, I'm just responding randomly and you think I'm not responding to you, but I am responding to you. It's just that you still have me blocked in your phone, thinking I'm going to call out and solicit to you and ruin your life. Don't worry, honey buns. The only time that I'm going to reply to you or send you a text is because you sent me one first. So that's how you can tell if you've been blocked. It goes straight to voicemail when you call their phone number. You're blocked. And they're texting you and you're texting back and it doesn't seem like they're getting your texts. Like they're like, hi there, and then you're answering hi, and then 10 minutes later they're like, well, I guess you don't feel like talking. What? Unblock me first, then text me, motherfucker. Anyways, that's the random information. Don't play games on my booking line. Be straight to the point. Just text me. I would like a live cam session for 15 minutes. Are you available? I would like a phone session for half an hour. Can I book with you? Kisses to all the people that are straight up. Oh, and to Richard, who I know very well, because he makes his presence known by gifting me something. No matter how small it is, there's gifts on my wish list, on Amazon wish list, as low as like $15, $20. What's $80 a month to somebody who wants to be known in my life? Or 100 or 150? You want to make an impact with Mistress Suzanne? Make yourself known, but not by making me guess who the fuck it is because you have a new number.